Hi, welcome to a video of my flea market finds for Saturday, October 5th, 2024. So, the whole weekend was not as great as the previous weekend, which is understandable because the previous weekend was incredible. First purchase, I went back to the seller who sold me some albums of 78s that I bought just for the albums. Fortunately, the ones he brought back were from a different provenance and were all damaged. This was the least broken down one. It was taped here and it has a lot of wear on it. It holds 12 records and it was $5 with whatever was inside, so I switched to records from another album that was really beat up. Like the entire spine was covered with tape, and the third album he brought, like even the spine inside, like the records weren't even holding properly inside of the spine, so I'll just take one. So I'm afraid he won't bring any more for me if he keeps bringing worse condition ones. And the records were also not as interesting and not the same type. And let's look at what came with the album. Okay, so Lynn Renault au Printemps d'Alsace, Le Chien dans la Vitrine, which is a French cover of The Dog in the Window, a French pressing from France. This is one of the two better ones. Madame, I collect these records. I don't have many of hers compared to what her output. Madame Edouard Bolduc, Un vieux garçon gêné, Fait-on le Mardi Gras, but I have doubts that I think I already have this one, but I don't remember in which condition. This I know, I am almost sure I have somewhere in the basement. Our legend, French-Canadian legend, Félix Leclerc. Et au guitar, I think it was retyped by somebody who doesn't speak French because it should be et sa guitare. Anyway, Bozo and Moi mes souliers, two very famous songs by Félix Leclerc. The rest is J.O. La Madeleine, Petite Lily Valse, refrain chanté par Jeannette La Madeleine. The side B, record is beat up. La Valse des Lilas. Star New Process, Together by Billy James's Dance Orchestra, and Golondrina. This I don't even know what the label is because both sides have a sticker, so I don't even know what label it is. Le Soir sur l'eau et Le Lac des Amours by Jacques Dupont. The side is Partons, la mer est belle, Jacques Dupont. José Lassalle, Noël tout blanc, which is a French cover of White Christmas. Engageons la bataille, which I think is, it says praise the Lord. It's probably Praise the Lord and Pass the Ammunition. So it's most likely a 40s record. Robert Larbier, accompagné par le joyeux troubadour Lévi Marlin, in French of course, Tout passe dans la vie. André Dassery, French pressing from France, Ramuncho, and Dans vos yeux. Nicely pressed records, but unfortunately worthless today. Albert Viau, Jules Jacob avec ensemble à cordes, La Bonne Chanson, Le Cœur de Mamie, and Au fond des bois, two tracks, and La Berceuse. An old acoustic record, Berliner Gramophone Company Limited, Montreal. Je t'aimais, Hector Pellerin et La Robe Blanche. This is Bernard Hilda et son orchestre. Refrain chanté par Bernard Hilda. La scène et Fascination. In bonus, zillion scratches on it. Anyway, so all this for $5. Was it a good deal? Depends how much I needed this. Yeah, you see, I have in my bedroom here a stack of 78s that need to be put somewhere a better place. Then there was this nice guy, man, he was nice. He had like 5 boxes of records, all $2 each. I don't know, he remembered me, I think, from a previous visit to the flea market, and we talked a little bit. We met at another kiosk, and spoke about records, and then I saw that he was selling records. He had these 5 boxes, and he told me for me, and just that one time, $1 each. Just because. So I got 33 records for $33. Only 2 bad purchases. I tried to, for fun, to put them in least interesting to most interesting find in the stack of 33 records. Remember, all of these were $1 each. The 2 bad ones. This one is bad because it's warped. The first track of both sides unplayable. So I've seen this in the stores in the 80s. I remember this. Chubby Checker, the change has come, and it does have a photo in it. That's the one positive thing about this, is at least the photo is inside. But the record, like I said, is warped. Lucille Dumont, pour toi, this one is cracked. I thought it was scratched. Actually, there's a crack going through the first song on each side. I only took it because there were some Stéphane Venn songs. At least 2, 3 here. Well, this one is unplayable because of the crack. So, cracked record, no good. The rest is either, at worst, okay, barely interesting, up to pretty good. I got this one, René and René. Sorry, I keep forgetting to. Because it has a cover of a Beatles song, Day Tripper. I collect Beatles covers. What I hate about this record, although thank goodness it's in great shape, no noise on it, the sound level is so low on this record. I don't get it. Why? But yeah, it's easy listening. Let me put these in the right order. I'm flipping these backwards. I'll put this in the sleeve later, but I want to flip them backwards here like this. Okay. Next, I've seen this record often, especially in the 80s, discontinued on special, with deletion hole like this. Martin Stevens, 4 chansons, Super 45 tours, Mal, J'aime la musique, and 2 other songs. I know these 2 songs because my uncles and aunts at my grandmother's place, they were teenagers, they had these 2 45s. Well, mix sucks. And I'm not sure I have this 45. This is just a regular, not even a disco song. So at least it cost me only $1 to find out that this mix sucks, and nothing beats the original 45s of Mal and J'aime la musique. But the label is cool. When it spins, it's really fascinating. This I thought I didn't have, but I do have. I didn't recognize the cover. I think, I don't know. Maybe the cover is the same, but I think the one I have is different. Anyway, I have this already. I didn't realize it, but this is a French pressing of Roberta Kelly, Zodiac Lady. The label is fun. The label, because it's produced by Giorgio Moroder, it's on the Oasis label, but the French Oasis label, L'Oasis with an L apostrophe. I've never seen this label like that in French. Pretty funny. This I keep buying the wrong record. I'm done buying this record because I need an upgrade on an MFSB album, but that's not the one I need to upgrade. It's a different one. I have to sort my stuff out. Philadelphia Freedom again. Pardon my third copy. I bought it too soon, but I'll be able to check which one of my 3 copies is a better copy, better record, and better CD. This is an upgrade to a kitsch record, just because it has a shrink wrap on the cover. It's in great shape. It's this wrestler who discovered Jesus. It's really funny. It's as funny and kitschy as you can imagine. Like, really big voice and talking about Jesus. André Gagnon, Des Dames de Cœur. I have pretty much all of André Gagnon's records. I didn't have that one. Les Dames de Cœur was a very popular soap opera in Quebec. He needed the team. Marius, Fanny, and César, la trilogie de Marcel Pagnol on a double album. I have already a compilation of Marius and César or Fanny, or one of the 2. I do have a whole bunch of stacks of 78s, the original 78s from the early 30s. But this compilation I didn't have, and for $1 for 2 records, pressed in France. Yep. The best of Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show. I have to discover this because I only am familiar with When You're in Love with a Beautiful Woman. So I don't know these songs, so I'll have to check it out. Ashton, Gardner, and Dyke, Resurrection Shuffle. Buzzcag, Slow Dancer. I was disappointed once I got home and took a closer look at it to realize this album was previously released with a different cover. I haven't had time to check what the original is, but I hate reissues. I prefer originals. But $1. Network. I bought it because I recognized some names there. Colby Productions, Barry Gibb. So it might be good disco perhaps, but the few seconds I checked were pretty bland. Don't know what to expect. This sounded like good elevator music. Future Sound Shock by Eric Light and the Light Brigade. Quadraphonic record, but I don't have any quadraphonic record playing devices. So anyway, record is in great shape. This I'm glad I got because it's a Rare Earth Midnight Lady. I got it because I recognize a name there. Produced and arranged by Norman Whitfield. I associate that name to Rose Rice and the Car Wash soundtrack, and I had the Car Wash 45 when I was a kid. Dick Rivers. Dick. The cover is in rough shape. A bunch of dents in there. I don't know what happened there. But the record is in great shape. And it's good kitschy pop rock of the 60s from the... He was a cover artist, there's a cover of Ticket to Ride, Prends un ticket avec moi, terrible lyrics. And you really got me. La seule qui me tient. It makes me smile. I love this record. Charisma, Out of Time. Bland French disco. I found out it was bland when I checked it. But in great shape, and I'll check it. This is a venture into the 80s, which is not my favorite decade, but I like the hits of the 80s. And this is Wang Chung. Points on the Curve, and it has the hit Dance Hall Days on it. So for $1, so why not? 3 compilations on the Roulette label. Let me check on the time there. Okay. Golden Goodies, songs like Book of Love, So Fine, stuff like that. US pressing in mono, thank goodness, and yeah, it's from a big series of them. So here we have Volume 5, Volume 8, which I picked up. You have Bo Diddley by the Bo Diddley. I've played parts of this track, and yep, it sounds great. Some nice tracks there. I'll Be True by Faye Adams. Pretty hard to find in great shape like that because I have the beat up 45. I think it's beat up, I'm not sure. And Volume 10, He's Gone by the Chantels, Every Night I Pray, Rala Ding Dong by the Edsels, I'm the Girl by Chantels. Yeah, good stuff. This I've seen a lot, but this was my opportunity to try this thing for $1 in great shape, 1975. Le Grand Cirque Ordinaire, a French-Canadian album. What's really cool is that once I tried the first track, which is a minute long, exactly a minute. I recognized it being used on a Patoff TV show. Patoff was imagine a French-Canadian Krusty the Clown, was extremely popular. I have some rare episodes have survived, and in one of them you can hear the beginning of that song. They used the CFTM10 TV station where he aired used to use all kinds of records all over the place to use as background music in their TV shows all the time, even for theme songs sometimes. Bee Gees, Mr. Natural. What's interesting is that it has Down the Road on it, and as a kid I had the 45 of Night Fever. On the flip side, they've put a live version of Down the Road, so this was my opportunity to hear the much slower studio version of it. Bee Gees, a compilation from Great Britain, glossy cover. Gotta get a message to you. Record is in perfect shape. It's a nice little imported compilation. The Amazing Dancing Band Volume 2, arranged and conducted by Max Harris. These boots are made for dancing. Turns out that it's elevator music. Like, it sounds just like a Seaberg 1000 type of music, which I like, by the way. Can't Take My Eyes Off of You is great, and I check only a few seconds from 1968, so perfect. Because Verve, but it's not always jazzy. Santo and Johnny Volume 1, pretty weird that it's on the select label here. Turns out it's original recording by Produttori Associati from Italy. So I don't know, Santo and Johnny were Italian. So there we go. Spyro Gyra Carnival. Sounds great. I've played a few seconds of it again just to see the condition. This I was glad to find because I love this song from the 70s. One of my top 10 favorite songs of the 70s. Moonlight Feels Right. 45 I have probably a couple of copies of, but I've never seen the album. For $1, clean, yep, instant yoink. This is an upgrade to... Oh, darn, I didn't see it was split at the bottom. I hate that. Otherwise, the record is in much better shape than my first copy. Johnny Holiday, I don't know if there's a title to it, it's just Holiday. Yeah, Johnny Holiday, so it's 1969. Didn't see the bottom was split. I hate that. Anyway, time is running. It's already up to 16. This was a nice surprise. It's called The Jaggers Come Again, 1975. So, okay, RCA Records, New York, 1975. Let's try this. And I played a few seconds here and there and said, ooh, this sounds great. Especially the A side. I'm not crazy about the first song of the B side, but from the few seconds I've played here and there, I can't wait to play this completely from beginning to end. It sounds just up my alley. This I was happy to find. The Temptations, 1990. It's actually from 1973. The cover is great. There's some written and produced by Norman Whitfield. So yep, all the right bells and whistles on this. And but the B-side needs serious cleaning. I'm hoping all the crap I heard will come off with soap and water or whatever. This is Roy Orbison Regeneration. I buy all of his records, no matter what it is. I have a disco album by him that I've never had time to play. So this one I've never seen before. So I love finding record. Oh, this exists. Oh, it's $1. Oh, it's in great shape. Boom, all at the same time. I like that. I think that's his 1976. I think it's on the record. It's not on the cover, but yeah, by memory, I'm going by memory. I think it was 1976. And I kept this one for last. It was a nice surprise. Once more, Charlie Bird's Bossa Nova on Riverside in stereo. Looks pretty beat up, but especially the cover here, but actually plays very nicely. So that was a great find for $1. All of this for $33. The next find, I went to another table. It wasn't a table, it was a trader with wet records that caught water or whatever, not all of them, but at various stages of humidity. They were $2 each. I only took 3 out of the... you should have seen how many thousands there were. So I got for $2 each the best of Ginette Renault. What's really weird about this compilation on the Parrot label, I have this, I have that, and I have this, but I've never seen this compilation, and all of the songs are in English except for T'es mon amour, t'es ma maîtresse, which was a huge hit here. A duet with Jean-Pierre Ferland. Well, it turns out that this Perfect Condition compilation, thank goodness didn't got damaged with water or humidity, has the best sounding LP version of, well, when I say version, on an LP, on vinyl, I can even say that, of T'es mon amour, t'es ma maîtresse, because the original 45 was pressed on a really bad, on a different label, on a Jaune label, but distributed by Transworld, run by Mafiosi. And they recycled vinyl, and it was always lumpy. By 1974, the vinyl was always lumpy. It's impossible to find a perfect condition 45, original 45 of T'es mon amour, t'es ma maîtresse. I have a different compilation of Ginette Renault with that song on it, but the S's, every time she pronounces an S, is oversaturated and distorted, like goes instead of... So this one sounded perfect. I was like, oh, finally, I have this song on great sounding on a vinyl record. This is, I'm trying to find a perfect copy. This is not perfect, but I have a copy that's almost perfect, except for a hairline scratch at the end of the B side. So I got this. It needs a little bit of cleaning. The cover unfortunately has this crap going on there, but the record, once it's clean, might play better actually than my almost perfect copy, except for the scratch on the other one I have. This was, I've seen, you've probably all seen these Italian grande historia del rock. This one I had to try. There were half a dozen of them. I only took this one: the Paragons, the Crystals, and the Dixie Cups. So I thought the selection was interesting enough. He's a Rebel by the Crystals, Chapel of Love, Dixie Cups, and 6 songs by the Paragons. So for $2, yeah, sure. And the record is in great shape. So what did I get after that? Then I got some guy was putting stuff on the table, and he had just put this Technics turntable, direct drive SL2000. He had put scotch tape here, and here, so I couldn't look inside. I did see through the lid that the stylus was busted. I've used this argument to lower his already low price of $20 down to $15. I don't know yet if it's a good deal or not, because first of all, this was all scotch tape in place. Yeah, the armrest here is broken off, missing, and although it falls down perfectly like that, and the speed needs adjusting, but there are 2 pots underneath for both speeds, so I have to fill with it or shoot some contact cleaner until the speed is, because it's almost impossible to keep the when you play with it a little bit, the pitch control, and it goes really too fast, really too slow. It's all over the place. But we'll see if I can fix it. I haven't tried the anti-skating or the sound. I didn't put a proper cartridge on it, but it comes with the head shell at least. And I like how it's totally manual. It's like it turns at 33, it's off, it turns at 45, no auto return, no gadget. It's the most basic. It's pretty interesting how Technics turntables, the higher the number, the lower the model is. The better one is 1200, and as you go up in the numbers, you get less and less interesting models. So it's really weird how they numbered everything backwards. It's okay, but I got this for $15, which I'm still pretty proud. And after I got this deal, I went back to see the seller who sold me these records, and he had added some more in his boxes. I had to check them all over because he didn't remember where he put the new records. But this time he sold them to me. They were $2 for me, as well as my other friend there. But I did find 2, and they were definitely good finds for $2. I got Magical Mystery by Bud Shank. I was going to say another word, sorry. And all 6 songs of the A side are Beatles songs from the album Magical Mystery Tour. The other side has Never My Love, Windy, whatever. And it's in great shape. It's a US pressing, and I love it. Within a few seconds I've checked. And this one I was happy because I don't have this. Cover is pretty split. Record is a little bit dirty, but it plays pretty well for what it is. And it's Mule Skillinger Blues by the Fender Man. So for $2, yes, thank you. Some of these records, he said that it were duplicates, so he didn't care. So I cared. I was happy to get these 2 for $2. And final purchase of the day was, I'm almost done here. It's about time, 23 minutes long. These 2 records, and I got a childhood book, a little bit overpriced for what it is, $4. Wouldn't lower it by a penny. Fabio le Magicien, La Cigale et la Fourmi. These are taking off images from. Well, I love this inside the illustration. Really love that style. There's a stork there. Fox. Anyway, Ace of Fables done in animation. It's the opening credits I wish I could find with this character here in different disguises and music and everything. They were shown on TV when I was a kid in the 70s. Fabio le Magicien. But I checked on YouTube and I couldn't find any animation with this character. The opening credits I remember from my childhood, so I decided to at least have this for $4. So that were my finds. So thank you for watching.